This is for the power amp and cabinet. So here we are, Neural DSP released the Nanocortex, and dude, it's basically what I personally asked for a live situation with my band The Haunted. So Neural DSP just released the Nanocortex and it retails for €549. There's already a bunch of demos of this thing already. I purchased one from Thomann, it arrived today. I wanted to try it out immediately. When Neural released their Quad Cortex, I gave it a lot of praise, but I also said it wasn't the groundbreaking product that people hyped it up to be. Other modelers are just as good, and it's more about what type of application you're gonna use your modeler for, right? But eventually, what made me stay with the Quad Cortex and continue using it with my band The Haunted is the fact that I got such a great capture done with a real preamp that I'm just insanely happy with. You know, it's nice to have the touch screen and the 10 buttons, but at the same time, it's more than I need. And then Kemper released their profiler player that I thought was really cool. And I said to myself, damn, I wish Neural DSP did something similar in the same size. You know, at the live show, I don't need a screen or touch screen. You know, I set all of my sounds up at home in my office, and then when I go to the gig, you know, I don't have to have a screen. I can do small shit on my phone. At the show, my sound is already set, and you know, I basically don't touch it, you know? Well, now it feels like my prayer has been answered with the Nanocortex right there. It's not the Quad Cortex Mini, but it's breaking out some of the powerful things you can find on the bigger unit, but in a small package. It's not necessarily built up in the same way as the Quad Cortex in terms of the open signal path and all that. It has one set path, but obviously you decide what's being in it. There's basically a set signal path and that's it. That also means that the Nanocortex won't have the plugin compatibility, okay? That's only for the bigger Quad Cortex. You can do 64 presets in 5 different banks. You toggle between presets by clicking these buttons right here, and also the foot switches are rotary, so you can change different parameters and shit. Now, the biggest difference between this and the Quad Cortex is how the signal path is fixed. You have a neural capture, and that's where the amp goes. Then you have the impulse response, you have modulation, you have delay, reverb, you also have transpose, noise gate, but overall pretty limited when it comes to the extras. You can't even put in an overdrive in front of your neural capture or your, you know, the amplifier that you captured. However, I do think that Neural DSP designed this with the idea in mind that you will put it on your pedal board together with all your other favorite pedals. So in the case of the overdrive, that you would use a separate overdrive connected to this thing. Or, you know, you can always capture your amplifier with an overdrive and you don't need that. So right on it. Now, what I want to figure out today is if I can take my live presets that I'm using with my band The Haunted and the Quad Cortex and get them into this thing. So I could bring this instead. Lucky for me, my main tone in the Quad Cortex is a capture that I made of an Englund preamp that I'm very happy with. So that will be a given to be able to load that into the Nanocortex. So now I'm gonna pair the Nanocortex with the app. I click those 2 buttons together and let's see. Connected. Let's go. Yes, there it is. Hell yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Crunch simple. I'm just trying some presets right now, okay? Okay, cool. Edge. Okay. High gain simple. All right, dude, out of the box. So it's pretty good. High gain transpose. Okay, out of the box, I don't think there's anything wrong with the presets that are on here. Actually, it's sort of nice. The clean sound great. I was most interested in trying out to bring my capture into this thing, and since Neural DSP are working with the Cortex Cloud thing, my capture should be on the Cortex Cloud for me to download. So I go to my beautiful profile, I have 2 neural captures, and all I have to do is just to click, and it downloads my profile in my cloud into the Nanocortex. Save to my neural. Okay, that was that easy. Same with the impulse responses. You go into the cloud, you click, and then it's loaded into the Nanocortex. So fairly simple. That I really like. I don't have to connect this to a computer and download in all my captures and impulse responses. It just does it through the phone. That's nice. All right, let's go back here. Let's pick my neural captures. Oh, hello. Why is that so loud? It's because I don't have a cab IR. Let's pick a cab. Let's turn on the noise gate. Oh, that's nice. Okay. All right, so at this point, I basically loaded in my neural capture of the Englund Powerball preamp and then loaded an impulse response. And I think that's just basically it right there. So. And my impulse responses are very bass heavy, so I'm going to use a high pass filter right here. And I can move around like this. Ah! What the fuck was that? So this is the dime bag preset, right? So this is the dime bag impulse. That's my dime bag impulse response that I did of my dime bag rig. And this impulse response right here is fairly dark, so I'm just gonna adjust. Hell yeah, man, that sounds good. So this should basically be the Haunted Lifetime. However, with the Quad Cortex, I connect that into a power amplifying cabinet. So I'm gonna do that in the other room after I'm done with this, okay? That sounds pretty good to me. Okay, let me engage the, fix the noise gate a little bit. Very cool, man. Okay. How do I say this? Save! I didn't talk about this, but this is how you basically set the preset. You have the order right here. You start with the neural capture, then you have the cabinet section, the effects, and look at that. Nice picture. So right here, I can use a pitch shifter, for instance. There it is. Okay. So pitch shifter, 2 semitones down. That sounds okay. So let me save this as my rhythm preset right there. Let's call it rhythm. I'm so good. That was misspelled, I think. I'm gonna try and make sort of like a delayed thing. Always go ping pong if you can. that works. That's 2 out of 3 of my tones right there. Let's do a clean one as well. So, you know, there was a preset that I thought was sounding very good. Let's see what that was. Clean My Dreams. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Nice. It has spillover, okay? That's cool. So listen. You can hear that delay going. That's nice. So now I managed to assign all these presets. So all right, I think it sounds great. I'm gonna bring this into the other room and see how it sounds through a power amping cabinet. Okay? All right. This is through the power amping cabinet. Dude. Dude, it sounds fucking great. I think I can see myself using this live, actually. So, is it the groundbreaking unit we've all been waiting for? No, not at all. However, it might actually be that awesome unit that I'm personally looking for my type of live application. I will save tons of space with this unit right here. You know, I can actually get a second one, use it as a backup, and it will take less space than a Quad Cortex or a Tollmaster Pro. I don't have any live gigs planned with the Honda right now. We're writing for a new album, but I can't wait to get out and try this thing live next year. It's gonna be next year because up until then, we're incredibly busy. So there you go, that's the Nanocortex for you right there. If you wanted to hear more of the captures or different sounds you can get out of this thing, I would just recommend going to another channel and watch their demo. You know, I'm demoing this for my purposes to be able to bring this with me live, and that's what this demo was about.